Hello? I'm sorry, we're closed.
Can I just have a moment?
It's very late. I suppose.
It's been a while. I'm sure you hear a lot of people say that. It feels wrong sitting here.
A lot of people feel that way.
I'm sorry, I'll be gone in just a moment. If you just give me a moment.
That's all right. Would you like to talk about whatever's weighing on you?
No. I'm sorry. I've already imposed on you so much.
What's troubling you? A friend? A friend.
Yeah, I guess. At least we were at some point. Who knows? You ever lost a friend before, Father?
I have.
I haven't.
I don't know if it was worth it. If this is how it feels once they're gone. How did you lose them?
Lose who?
Your friend.
It's a complicated story.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to pry.
That's all right. It's not painful anymore. I'm sorry. I don't think I quite caught your name.
Lee. And you?
Andrew. Would you like to talk about this friend?
I don't know. I'm worried.
What's worrying you?
I don't want to get him in trouble.
I assure you, everything you say here is strictly confidential.
I know that.
I promise, Lee. I won't share what you tell of me here. If it makes you feel better, you don't have to tell me their name.
No name then. Just a friend.
How'd you meet this friend?
Last year. We hit it off. Anyway, right from the very first conversation. I'd never had a friendship like that.
Like what?
I don't know, just a relationship like that that was genuine. Where I actually cared about being there for him.
You hadn't before? He was different.
Yeah. He was. I think he was just sure of himself. Owned himself. Owned his beliefs. When someone believes like that, it kind of makes you want to believe too. My friend, he could play all kinds of instruments. He was kind of a genius at it. The whole world would melt away for him when he played. We even had a band name picked out and everything. A Saint's Blackbird.
A saint's blackbird?
I don't know. It wasn't particularly clever. It didn't matter though. We never played.
Why didn't you?
The world got bigger. We had classes. He found more friends.
Was that a problem for you?
It was fine. Right, like I said, he was a charismatic guy. I had no delusions that I'd be his best friend. I just made sure I was someone useful to him.
Useful how?
He had a hard time admitting when he needed help. His father is a single father and not always the most reliable guy, especially when it comes to taking care of himself. My friend tried to get home at least twice a month to make sure he had groceries and stuff like that. And I understood. I made sure he knew I was someone reliable, that I'd help out. I'd loan him gas money or cash for groceries. Other things too. I made sure he got home safe when he was drunk. I got him answers to a
That wasn't your job!
No, I never said it was. It worked though, we were friends.
So what happened?
Did you always know what you wanted to be, Father?
What?
Did you always know you wanted to be a priest?
No. I wasn't really raised in the church. It wasn't that my family were stark non-believers or anything like that. It just wasn't really a big part of our lives. I found faith, as many do, out of desperation.
I used to know what I wanted to be when I was a lot smaller. It's funny how that works, how you think you know everything. I wanted to fly. I wanted to be a bird. My dad's always liked birds. He used to, when it was time for bed, he wouldn't read us bedtime stories. He had these really detailed ornithology books with these beautiful hand-drawn anatomical pictures. He would sit with us before bed every night and go over a new bird. When I learned I couldn't be a bird, I decided I'd be anything in the sky. I don't know what I want to be anymore. My friend, he always knew what he wanted to be. He wanted to go into advertising, lend some sense of purpose to others, you could say. I found an opening at an advertising firm for him in Chicago. He told me I should apply too. We got so fucking high when we found out we both got in. We just lay on this shitty futon for hours, just imagining what it would be like. We were so excited. What happened? I don't know.
So he struggled with it.
He tried harder with it, I think, but yeah, he struggled with keeping up with the work. I tried to help. I took notes on what we were both supposed to do. I'd do his share for him if he forgot, turn it in for him, made excuses whenever he was late. I took on the projects that I thought he'd find boring or too much effort. And he got mad at me. He started ignoring me, shutting me out. I mean, the internship ended, and we barely spoke for the rest of the summer. I went home.
What happened when you got back to campus? He shut you out?
He shut me out, and I still saw him nearly every single day.
And your other friends didn't take sides?
No one knew what had happened, I don't think. If they had, I'm sure they would have taken his side. They were more his friends than mine. Christmas break was the worst part. He stopped responding to me altogether. I left him alone when we got back. I left everyone alone. A month into the semester, he called me. Said that he wanted to talk about what had happened. I said, sure, come on over, let's talk.
It went poorly.
It didn't go anywhere. He came over, and it escalated so quickly, he left within 5 minutes of getting there. As soon as he stepped in the door, I asked when he'd ever done anything for me, when he'd even considered everything I did for him. And I did everything for him. He didn't care at all. This is from today. I asked him to come over again so I could apologize and we could actually sort things out. He told me that's not what he wanted. He said he didn't want anything from me. I asked why he came over then. He said to give me some sort of closure, like he was some sort of saint. Said the internship had been his opportunity, his dream, that me helping him was me intentionally fucking with him.
You've blood on your shoes.
It's mine.
You have blood on your shoes!
The blood is mine. I fell against the side of the dresser when he hit me. Tore a gash in my leg.
Looks like a lot of blood. You should see a doctor. Let me call a hospital.
No.
We need to call an
No,
ambulance.
no, I'm fine. I'm okay. No, we don't need to call anyone. No, we can't tell anyone. He didn't understand, Father. If he didn't get it, no one else would.
What didn't he understand?
How much I was willing to do for him. How much I was willing to go through for him. He hit me and I apologized.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'm not sorry. You just couldn't get it.
Get what?
And I was just being helpful. Just taking responsibility for all of the shit he forgot he had to worry about. I cleaned up all of his messes.
Lee, we need to get you to a hospital. We don't have to tell them about your friend, but we do need to get you help.
Do you have a favorite bird, Father?
What?
Do you have a favorite bird?
I suppose. Yes.
What is it?
A swallow?
Why?
They're my father's favorite. He used to tell us in the winter they'll hide themselves away in the mud and build a nest like a cup from it. And they don't emerge till the spring, but when they do, they're still clean.
You want to be reborn, Father? When I was 6, my father found a goldfinch among our roses. I remember
So early, the sun was barely peeking out. It was still foggy. He lifted it from the ground and cradled it in his hand. He was so careful with it. So gentle because it was so fragile. So small. It fluttered in its hand, but its wing. My father told me that goldfinch are special. They're holy birds. They gorge themselves on thistles and thorns, on the crown of Christ himself. He told me it would be a sin to let something so holy suffer. I told him that my sister and I, we could nurse the bird back to health, build a home for it to live in. I'd care for it. My father said the bird was too badly hurt. I guess he'd be the one to know. He snapped its neck. Left me to bury it. He was wrong, I think. My father, they aren't a symbol of the holy. I think, perhaps, they survive off of his destruction. I always thought I was that little goldfinch.
But you're not.
I can't call the police.
Why not?
They think it was my fault.
What's your fault, Lee?
He fell!
Who?
My friend. I couldn't save him.
Save him? What do you mean,
He
save
fell
him?
when we were arguing. It is out of my wardrobe. He's in my room still. The floor is such a mess. They're gonna think it's my fault.
You pushed him.
I know, I didn't! He fell!